If you're looking for exclusive content, please don't look any further than joining the Trap Talk Patreon family. Some of the best reptile keepers in this industry are part of the Trap Talk Patreon family. As soon as you join the Patreon family, you connect to a Discord. You can also tap into an Instagram group chat, connect with some of the most diverse keepers we have in the reptile hobby today. Shout out to my Patreon members and be ready for Trap Fest 2026. It's going to be one of the biggest events yet. Find all information again in the very first link in the description below. And again, thank you so much to all my fellow Patreon members out there.
T-minus 30 seconds. T-minus 20 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Trap Talk Reptile Network, coolest reptile network in the world. Welcome to episode 778, new breed on the block. Welcome to the return of Flawless Exotic Creations, Will and Audra in the building. Stoked for this one. Love this couple. They've been making quite the moves in the ball python game in the last couple of years. So can't wait to catch up. But I'm your boy MJ. What is good? Smash that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, select all. You'll be reminded every episode released out of the network 7 days a week. Brand new all the damn time. You feel me? And you can also listen to all these episodes on all major audio platforms. But yeah, man, hit that notification bell. You won't miss any of these Monday episodes, of course, with me and Big E, Top G, Villarino Reptiles in the building with the sick ass Trap Fest shirt on. Look at that. Damn. Hard. I thought you were going to hit me there for a second. I was
a little sick.
Are you? Oh, you don't feel good? That was me last week. Wow.
Nah, it's not terrible. It's just a little cold. You know what I mean?
Yeah, dude, last week I was wrecked, bro. I mean, shout out to Double J for, coming in clutch, no pun intended, and stepping up. Dude, Double J's a little natural at this. He could
good. He's good.
Yeah, him and Greg, man, I feel like they need their own segment or something. I don't know. But anyways, man, so you're coming off a show weekend. I feel like
2 straight, yeah.
I feel like you get sick majority after a show weekend. Am I tripping?
At least
like you're around so many people. You know what I mean?
3 times a year, but nah, like this. I mean, I felt like that Saturday, so I mean, I don't know. It's weird.
Okay. All right, so you're already doing it.
Yeah, 2 straight. Orlando and Tampa. Now we're going to West Palm and then vacation. So
wow, you're going to Alaska.
Yeah.
On a cruise.
Yeah, excited.
Be careful, please. Bro, I swear to God, Titanic did a number on me as a kid. I just can't do cruises. I just can't.
The odds are super low, bro. Everything in life, like in the ball python game, is odds.
It sure is. Yeah, you got your good odds and your bad odds. But even in the ball python game, you hit both. So yeah, man. So 2 weekends in a row vending. This will be your third. So you got 4. You're doing 4 shows in a row or 3 in a row? 3.
Yeah, 3 in a row.
Damn. Okay, and then you take off. You're gonna be gone for what? 2 weeks?
A week.
A week?
Yeah. Well, we get back Monday, kind of late.
So you won't be here next Monday and the Monday after, or just one Monday?
2 Mondays. Yeah.
You're gonna leave me alone on this show for 2 Mondays, Big E?
That's good. That's rare, huh?
Yeah. That is very rare.
Yeah.
I feel like people almost like, okay, MJ's not here. No big deal. We got Big E, but now it's like, where's Big E? It's been 2 shows. Well, at least you're giving the heads up now. So Big E will be on vacation after this episode, which I'm very stoked for because we have some pretty awesome guests on tonight. Will and Audra, who've been on this show, but it was because of geckos at that time. Now they're on because of ball pythons. So I'm really excited to have these 2 on. What do you know about Will and Audra? You know anything about them?
I don't know them well. I'll get to know them a little better tonight. They're amazing.
Yeah.
They're an amazing tandem. They're doing amazing things. Again, I give mad props to those that are making the game bigger and better. And they are people that are, they're a group, a team that's doing that.
Yeah, I mean, anyone you hear from when it comes to Flawless Exotic Creations, always a positive thing. Like these two are only doing good things in this hobby, and I love it. There was one guy talking about Will in the shower, but I was in the shower as well with that. Not in physically, but my name was dropped in the shower. You know what I mean?
Same dude. No
Same
way.
dude. Yeah. So I was like, yeah, I get it. You know, and I know I got a mouth, and sometimes I could get in trouble. But dude, Will was one of the nicest guys ever, bro. And again, why would you want to mess with a dude like that?
Yeah, just go pay your apartment, please.
Just please, dude. Yeah, shut your phone off in the shower. God dang.
Yeah.
But anyways, yeah, listen, you know, Will he's been having his own podcast, I think, for over a year now. I could be wrong. But you know, they're definitely, you know, they're knee deep in this ball python game. So this is gonna be a great episode. One thing I feel like they do really well is they have a great social media presence on top of the breeding. And they're a partnership. You know what I mean? You know how much we like it when there's a partnership involved in this, because it's not so common to find a husband that has the wife's support or vice versa. It's usually just like all right, do your thing, I'll be in the house. But these two are in it to win it together. So it's awesome.
They got the hustle and their background in law enforcement.
Law enforcement too.
Obviously shows massive discipline.
Big time.
So it's a perfect recipe for you know, a win and success.
Yeah. So. Definitely, man. We're gonna get to it, guys, in just a second. Just to remind you guys, brand new episodes every day of the week, right here out of the Trap Talk Reptile Network. I would also head over to your favorite audio platform, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Play. In case you like the audio side of things, go after it. You can listen to every single episode on the major audio platforms. Wherever you listen to any of these episodes, I want to say thank you so much for the support. Don't forget to rate, review, and drop a comment and subscribe, and let me know how you're liking these episodes. All right. Shout out to tonight's sponsor, Zoomed, the #1 reptile brand in the reptile industry, just shy of 50 years. Make sure you head over to zoomed.com, select your next reptile product on their website. You can also see what all the current products are on their Instagram and YouTube, where you can simply go in the description below and see what current products are out with Zoomed. Thank you so much to Zoomed and the entire Zoomed team. Also, shout out to RGI, Rare Genetic Inc. If you're looking to get your shed test turned in with the ball python game, colubrids, boas, this is your guy. These are your guys right here, RGI. So thank you so much, Dr. Ben and Sean over at Rare Genetic Inc. and the entire RGI team. Go subscribe to their YouTube channel to stay current on any updates. They put out videos every week, and they do a good job at that. So thank you so much, RGI and the entire RGI team. Also, tonight's episode is brought to you by KINOVA Reptiles. Thank you so much, Justin, the entire KINOVA team, on top of Clutch, the #1 ball python organization app in the ball python game. If you're coming into this game, make sure you stay organized, make sure you stay cutting edge, look fresh, and you can do that with Clutch. Thank you so much to KINOVA Reptiles and Clutch. Also, tonight's episode is brought to you by Prague MORPHs. Devin and Teresa killing it over there in Prague by showing and displaying some of the best high-end projects in the ball python game. Some of my favorites being worked by this couple, and that's why they're one of my favorites out there in Europe. So thank you so much, Prague MORPHs. Go to pragmorphs.com, see what's current with all their projects, and also follow them on Instagram and on YouTube. Thank you so much, Prague MORPHs. And also talk about a killer duo. Shout out to Jersey Guys Balls, Brett and John, who are doing really, really good things by the ball python game, especially in the high-end game. So thank you so much, Brett and John. Keep killing it. Follow them on Instagram and on YouTube. They're very, they like to stay active when it comes to showing what's happening with their current projects, and definitely a father-son duo you don't want to be sleeping on. Thank you so much, Brett and John over at Jersey Guys Balls. Last but not least, shout out to MORPH Market and MORPH Market Shipping. If you're looking for that next reptile, plant, amphibian, spider, plant, aquatics, all that is found on MORPH Market's website. And the beauty about MORPH Market, you could ship directly through their website. MORPH Market shipping, the cheapest rates in the game, hands down. Thank you so much, MORPH Market, for saving this hobby millions across the board. And that's one thing I love, people who could save money. So thank you so much, MORPH Market and MORPH Market shipping. All right, Big E, you ready to bring on Will and Audra and get this new Breed on the Block episode ready, or what?
Let's go.
All right, guys, do me a favor. Do what you got to do to get your mind right, and do what you got to do to stay hydrated. This is episode 778. Welcome back, Will, Audra, Flawless Exotic Creations, coming at you right now. Let's go. Choo!
Good.
You ready for do more in the future? Trap Talk podcasts?
Yes.
Man.
Only Trap Talk. Exclusive.
Yes.
Exclusive. Oh.
So stop calling us.
Scrub the spot, get the club to pop. When I come up with the
crop. God love it or not. I'm hot from the hop to the club spot. Get the club to pop when I come up. Club spot, get the club to pop when I come up. Club spot, get the club to pop when I come up. Club spot, get the club to pop when I come up. Everybody, we do it. Everybody, we do it.
Live episode 778. Welcome, Will and Audra. What is good?
What's
Hi.
going on? Happy to be here.
Yes, absolutely happy.
What's up, guys?
What's
What's
up?
up?
What's up?
What's up?
My bad. Got a 2-year-old that just knows how to unlock doors now. So
It's all good.
hey,
Yeah.
welcome back. Will, Audra, what's going on, guys? How you been?
The grind.
Yeah.
Same old, getting to it, getting
Yeah.
after it.
It's
Literally
kind
every day.
it's been you guys ever since I've met you. You guys just you know, you're an awesome duo. You know, husband and wife. You guys work together in the same department, or remind me what you guys no
Mm-mm.
different.
She was a dispatcher first for the entire county. So she had a lot of responsibility actually, with more than just police. And I was actually a city officer for Spartanburg City. And then I don't know why she decided she wanted to get on the road and become a deputy after hearing all those crazy calls. But she got out there too and became a sheriff deputy.
I'm a very hands-on type of person, and sitting behind the computer screen, talking on the phone, not being able to do anything about what I was hearing on the other line, like that wasn't going to work for me. So I went to the police academy and bam, sheriff's deputy. So
Now you're active.
Yeah.
Okay, so I know when we first met, it was that insane experience at the Vegas Reptile Super Show.
Right.
What's dude's name? I forget his name.
Brian.
Brian.
Ryan,
Brian.
yes. Altitude is altitude.
Yeah. That's our brother.
Yeah.
Family
Yeah.
right there.
That was when a bunch of Korean dudes flew in and dropped stupid insane amount of money at that show, and that's what connected me to you guys. And then shortly after that, you guys came on my show. We talked geckos, but now here we are in the ball pythons. Can you remind me, were you guys collecting ball pythons at that time too, or was it solely geckos back then?
Yes, we were just buying in, spending a crap ton of money during that time. That was our initial kind of business startup.
Yes.
It was supposed to be 10 snakes initially, and that blew up really, really fast.
Yes. That blew up way, way faster and bigger than ever could have imagined.
Big time.
I love that story. Oh, how many times we heard that, Emilio, where how quick it can blow up.
I mean, that's what we all do at the end. Yeah, I mean, no one's immune, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, everyone has their story into it, but there's that part of the story where things just blow up.
And it never stops. We all talk about, oh, we all slow down. We don't.
Because you know to stay ahead, you can't slow down. There is no slowing down.
Right.
It's a constant revolving cycle with the ball python game, because no matter what you produce, you should be shopping for the next one.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
You're planning for like 5 and 6 years ahead.
Yeah,
With
definitely.
what you're doing right now.
And pray that you don't kind of get stagnant and have to revamp.
Yeah.
Well, good thing there's two of you, so I don't, there's somebody's got to be pushing somebody. You know what I mean?
Every day.
Yeah.
I saw Will looked at you, Audra. So I'm assuming you're the one that keeps your eyes on the screen and looking at stuff on MORPHMARKET.
Oh yeah, a little of everything.
Honey,
Yeah.
it's him. It's him all the time. It's like we say that's his side chick.
Morph Market.
Morph Market is his project.
my thing with Audra is she's ADHD.
Yes.
So when she sees these projects and she's
I
like, "Oh,
just
we're gonna
like-
start here. We're gonna
I
make this.
throw
We're gonna
them.
have this next year."
Yeah.
Like, no, baby.
See,
It ain't gonna be that fast.
I'm the dreamer. I'm the one that is like, I've got all these ideas in my head, and he's the grounded one that makes them functional.
Right.
So it's like I can give him a bunch of ideas and like come up with these all kinds of different creative thought processes, and then I throw them at him, and he's like, "Okay, this is how this is not going to work, but I think we can take this and make this work." And so that's how it goes from there.
Let me say this: like me and MJ, we both have our spouses, and they are very helpful, and they listen. They help us a lot.
Yeah.
But man, that sounds really, really, really cool.
Yeah.
To have your wife bouncing combo ideas and her vision to you. Dog, hey Will, you got it made, bro.
Thank you. I know I'm blessed. I'm blessed, definitely.
I know. I think I'm the blessed one.
Yeah, man.
My wife keeps me in check, but if I have an idea that has to do with snakes, she pops that shit like it's no, like she's like, no, that. And I'm like, damn, and you know, and so which is good because I'm like Audra, I'm like, my AD's through the roof. If I think of something, I don't think of consequences. I'm like, we'll worry about that later. Let's just get into it. But just like everything else in life, you got to have a happy medium. You got to have like a balance. It's, you know, this whole, no matter what species we're talking, it's a balance act, right? Like you just can't go ape shit and fucking buy whatever you want without a methodical plan. Everything needs a plan.
Yes.
Now that said, Lisette backs me up fully. Like I'll tell her, hey, what do you think about this? And she'll be like, you're proven, just do it. I mean, but it's not that simple. You know what I mean? Like, and God bless her heart. She knows the snakes. She's learned a lot. You know, she helps me with everything.
But Biggie,
Biggie,
Biggie, you're not reckless buyer though. I know you. You think very deep into things.
Yeah.
So I didn't.
But that said, I mean, man.
Just a thought.
Damn.
We deal with that on both sides.
Her coming up to me right now, like, damn. You imagine you put
Exantic.
I don't know, Malice or Mega or into that or Bambino.
Oh yeah.
Damn. You know, like, that's fun.
Yeah. So okay, let's talk about the groundbreaking projects for you guys. Like what I guess what's the bread and butter for you two?
Let's see. Well,
always our Aussie Ultramel.
Yeah, our Ultramel Hypopod stuff is killer. I mean, I'm hoping, knock on wood, we should be hitting some triples this year with all kinds of incomplete dominant codoms in there.
Our Wookiee.
Yeah, Wookiee project. We got a Super Wookiee Pod project. We are loving Super Wookiee and Pod. It's doing some phenomenal weird stuff, some duck billing, white lips on the snakes, stuff that we haven't really seen like ever.
It's incredible.
Some of our, actually interesting enough, we're hitting some really cool stuff in this breeding now. We jumped in Monsoon really, really fast. That was actually one of our initial like huge purchases.
Yeah, we had two. We had Stranger and we had Monsoon.
And we still to this day, we're 3 years in breeding wise. This is our 4th year. We haven't hit a single visual Monsoon, but it's been by design, honestly. We literally from the gate, we had visual Monsoon male and we were already prepping for triple visuals as far as the heads. From the initial first season breeding to, you know, Hypopod, you know, females that also had some other genes in the mix. And now we have Orange Stream, Inchy Pies that are double head Hypo Monsoon. We got like 1.1 of them. We got a whole ton of chocolate combinations that's triple head, you know, Hypopod Monsoon. So
got a lot of triple.
Yeah, we got a lot in that project. So we kind of built up, you know, that project so we can increase our opportunities at possibly hitting it this season. So we worked that. Stranger. I know it's probably going to be a little different in a different direction. I don't feel that the Super Stranger has been hit yet, and that's just an opinion. I've seen everything that's been out there. I don't think it's been hit yet, or if somebody's hit it, maybe they kind of low key. I haven't put it out. I was there at the show. I've seen the one Justin produced. And again, I just want to kind of press the envelope and see what kind of sauce we could put on it, you know, and see if more people can show examples.
We have a stranger test, right? I would think we don't.
No, that's the issue, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because the first thing anyone that says they have a super should do is test it.
100%. Yeah.
Why are they taking so long with that?
I don't know.
I don't know. I guess they just gotta.
I did speak actually to Shed Test and Charlie. A lot of the genes that are just visually, hey, that stranger, they kind of put a lot of those genes on the back burner. It really, and it makes sense, you know, it's like them coming up with a test for banana. That's probably not on the forefront of things, and that's how it was explained to us. So they're kind of trying to spend, I guess, their investment dollars in their tests in different directions. And even though they're in the same community and they work together, like RGI and ShedTesting.com, they are still kind of trying to corner the market in certain areas. If they can get to a test before the other and then share, I'm sure, data or don't share data, or however they're going to do it, it would definitely benefit one party or the other. I mean, I think that's just normal business, period, even though they can work together.
Yeah, I'm super proud to call RGI and Phenome a sponsor of the network. But you know, they're doing their own things right now. You know, RGI has been cemented in this game, especially with ball pythons for a while now. Phenome coming in, they got new ideas. They got different stuff that they're really trying to hone down on that RGI hasn't honed down on yet. But I think it's good to have both, man. It's awesome. Because we're gonna see faster results in different areas quicker than just one. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
Yeah. It's good to have multiple minds on it, you know.
Yeah.
Multiple different perspectives.
And I think the industry needs options. I mean, options is this world, you know what I mean? Like people shouldn't have to feel like they only have one choice, you know what I mean? And you know, again, with two of these companies working the way they are, we're gonna get where we need to go a lot faster. 100%.
It also makes no sense for them to be focusing on the same things at the same time. I'm super excited with the chondros sex determination test. That's gonna be amazing.
Back to Stranger though, man. I didn't know there was a super stranger because you would think Stranger's been out for so long where you would think somebody would show a super stranger at this point. And you said you saw Justin with one at a show.
Yes, he had it on his table at one of the 10 leads. But again, you don't know whether, and I think that's another issue kind of in general with the hobbies. We can say something and maybe it's something we believe. It's very hard to retract. And I'm not saying that he has. But, you know, depending on who says what, you know, somebody's going to run with it. But it was already publicly kind of put on his table of what he thought was a super stranger. All I'm saying is it can be. It probably is. I just looked at it and we have a lot of stranger ourselves. And I'm just trying to do our work on our side, too, where maybe we end up in the same place. And it's like, oh, OK, that was a super stranger. You know, I just didn't see any visual decisiveness for me to say, yeah, that's the super. And again, it could be just my eyes.
It's also very weird that maybe one or two people have proclaimed to hit something that's been bred so much.
This the thing though. Now I think you're going to see a lot of people attempting it, but prior to this year, unless you were heavily in stranger, and I think they've done that a lot with different genes, but unless you were heavily in stranger or one of the upper echelon, people really didn't have the collection to really put it out there where stranger to stranger breedings. They were trying to stretch the gene and kind of put it out in different combos and kind of, which made sense. I get it, but not so many. If you had a stranger female, you wanted to go a different direction. If you had a stranger male, you weren't really trying to put it to your stranger female. And now being that the gene price value has kind of come within range, I think you're going to see more people attempting it.
Yeah, this is 2022. So obviously you've been discussing super strangers for a while now. I don't know why this went over my head. That looks like a badass snake. I mean, I would definitely be pursuing super strangers now. You just don't hear people doing it. You don't talk about stuff being brushed under the rug. That is a really cool looking snake.
At the same time, it looks like a stranger.
Yeah, I have a stranger. They're nothing like this though. I mean, I don't know. I guess strangers can all look different.
I can see why they think it's a super. It doubled the darkness a bit, or no, Will?
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean,
we'll see.
Yeah,
I hope it is. I hope it is, but like I said, I just want some more reaction.
For sure.
Yeah. Sure. What do you think a super stranger would look like, Will? Like in your eyes, like
we got ours imported in from Iris, and we thought that it was something unique about ours. I don't think so anymore. But I literally, she'll tell you all the time. Yeah. I literally stalk Morph Market from sold stuff, even World of Ball Pipe. I look at everything, and what I've been finding is a lot of stuff that's even just simple single gene stranger. There's a lot of variability between single gene stranger, no matter what source is coming from. So I'm not sure. Again, we all have to do the work when it comes to these genes and the combinations. But I'm seeing a lot of variability when it comes to strangers. Some strangers are completely striped out. Some strangers show you a lot more blushing and are not as dark as other strangers. And it's allegedly, single gene stranger. Again, I love the gene. I can ID the gene, but I think it's a lot of variability and a lot more work to be done with the gene.
Yeah, I do like the gene in general. I didn't to begin with. I didn't see it like the real. Yeah, I was like, okay.
She's more color. She likes banana.
I like color. I love the mimic that has come out. I think it's OTB. Yep. I love that mimic. I love the brighter hits. Like we have a Het Monsoon girl that is just like, when she was born, I was like, holy moly, like something's going on different with this one. It's like her orange, and it was like she was almost purple, ultraviolet. It's crazy. But now that we've played with Stranger a little bit more, because also our Stranger program also has that puzzle aspect to it as well.
Puzzle in it. Yeah.
So I think that's where, now that we're a couple years into it, I'm seeing the benefits of it a little bit more. I'm liking it a lot more than I did.
Yeah, Stranger's always been my thing because I like dark stuff, but some of the nicest colorful Stranger combos I've ever seen has come out of Straight Fire, Levance.
The homie.
He's worked Stranger. Him and Wesley have worked Stranger for a while, but they worked up the ladder with it, and every time they show a Stranger combo with Clown or something, I'm just blown away. And I'm like, damn, because people think when you get a dark gene, you got to keep it dark. That's not always the case. Like you could take some of that dark side to the bright side and find out like a in-between type blowout snake that I feel like is worth working. But again, this gets me excited because, Stranger, I've always loved Stranger, but it kind of teetered a little bit, like it flattened out. But now you're telling me how this super just is being slept on. Man, I have Stranger stuff, but I never thought about putting it into a super. Like it's never crossed my mind because, Amelia, there's certain incomplete dominants out there that don't have supers, right?
The dominance stuff, yeah.
Like what? Like
spider,
pinstripe, right? So I always thought Stranger was a part of that realm where it's like you just can't make
acid / confusion, so far leopard, stuff like that.
Got it. Okay. Yeah, that's exciting stuff, man. That just literally that's kind of why I love these Monday nights, bro. Go ahead.
For me, Will, like I'd want a super Stranger right now. I want to put extra dark genes in there and I want to make black snakes, bro.
Right. Oh yeah.
Combo them up. Those snakes sell like freaking candy, bro.
Yeah.
Right.
The Grim Reaper.
I mean, I don't understand why more people haven't done that.
Yeah, we're working on some of that with
we got the Grim
Reapers. We have a couple of those and working that gene too.
The Grim Reaper, I mean, that's one of the darkest
that's
snakes.
Slept on now.
I mean, too. It's incredible. Like it, yeah.
And let me tell you this: it ain't going nowhere. Like you know how things are sometimes hot and they're not, and dark black snakes are not going around.
Yeah, always going to be on high demand. Yeah. So that's a good point, man. I literally can't stop thinking about what I want to pair up after this episode because I'm like, me and Emilio with us, we've been doing this for over 2 years now on this Monday show, and we don't ever hear about super strangers. Have we? I mean, when has somebody ever brought up super strangers, Emilio? Never.
No, I mean, for all we know, let's get into hypotheticals. It might be hard to hit.
Could be.
Right.
I mean, yes.
I've told many. For me, Sumas have been super hard to hit.
I've heard that a lot. I've heard that a lot.
I mean, and I'm not comparing the genes, but there are, you know, we talked about Cosmos being hard to hit. There might be situations where some of this stuff is not a simple 1 in 4 or what the odds are, you know, and this could be another situation like that. You know?
Gotcha. Yeah.
So other than so Monsoon, right? You've been working Monsoon for a while, and it sounds like with your Monsoon projects, the ingredients with the Monsoon projects are super important to you guys.
Oh yeah.
And I think that people in any recessive projects, they need to consider the ingredients going into that recessive project.
Absolutely.
So where are we at with you wanting to hit some of your visual Monsoon stuff, and what would it have in it? Like if we were to predict something next year, even this year or whatever, like what do you want your Monsoon to all have in it?
Well, we have 2 different directions we're really going in with that, with our female lineup and our males that we have going. We can get chocolate into it. We have orange dream on both sides, and both of those kind of, if let's say if it's the same hypo Monsoon pod project, we have, it can go OD chocolate, pretty heavy. And it kind of has a little sprinkling of Inchy in there in the mix. And then on the opposite side, we have Orange Stream, Strangers in the mix. I've seen a lot of the Stranger Monsoon Clowns. And for us, we're just trying to stay away from that. We want to go more to Pied and see if it'll give us something different. Because I definitely like the Monsoon Pods. But I'm wondering, will you lose all of that pattern with Stranger in the mix? Again, we don't know until someone hits it. So just trying to do the work. We're just trying to do the work in these projects. And, you know, if you come to a dead end, you can back up, go down a different road. I think that's the hardest part of all this, you know, really, really trying to put these projects and us sitting here talking about them, going back and forth, what we really want to see. A lot of the stuff we talk about all the time, we literally are going after stuff that hasn't been created yet. And that's kind of exciting. That's the fun part. I know we haven't really jumped into sales and things like that. That is a huge component. But when your collection, I think we have 450 snakes at this point, and it's like when you have that collection and you're doing all these breedings that you're shooting for, hopefully certain holdback animals, and you're missing 90+% of the time.
Yeah, but your misses are still excellent.
Right. And then that's where you kind of own in on some of closing some of those sales.
Closing some of those sales, and then being able to upgrade and go for kind of what you're wanting outside of that.
Yeah, you know, I don't. Oh, go ahead.
Real quick, I didn't pursue Monsoon Pied, and let me tell you, some of the high pattern animals I've seen hit lately is making me second guess that a bit.
Yeah.
I was gonna ask what's the majority outcome of Monsoon and Pied, because you can either get low white, high white, mid white. What are you guys seeing?
Only person we've seen consistently with them is Austin.
Yeah.
That's what we've seen consistent, and I've been seeing a lot of 50-50 or more pattern. So I think that's good. We also have Hurricane in the mix, and I don't know if everybody knows that Hurricane is a nice alternative to Inchy, and we love Inchy and Pied. We love it. We're huge fans of high pattern Pieds. I know a lot of people are high white, but we're huge fans of high pattern.
Yeah.
And with Inchy and Hurricane, they are very interesting because Inchy is going to give you that Inchy kind of tint to it. It's going to give you high coverage typically, but Hurricane gives you that high coverage, and it keeps them dark colors, and it keeps your brights really bright without the Inchy tint. So it's kind of interesting to be able to kind of stumble across that because we didn't know that at the time.
And Hurricane also blows out that pattern. So if that's going to be wicked.
Right.
Yeah, it is wicked.
I can't wait to see that, bro. Honestly.
Are people putting Hurricane in a Monsoon, or is that not a thing?
I haven't seen it yet. We're trying right now.
They should be. Tell you that.
Yeah.
Got to be something crazy. I got to tell you that. Yeah, Monsoon, man. I feel like, you know, we've talked about Monsoon for a while, but we ain't seen shit yet with Monsoon. There's so much to come. And yeah, people like Austin and Antoine and others that are working Monsoon get me excited for that project. It's awesome to see.
Definitely.
Now Pieds, right? You know, I love that you guys are so invested into pied, because that's another gene you don't hear much people talking about nowadays, because you know, a lot of times on this show we talk about the high-end stuff, and high-end stuff in pied, it's pretty risky, right? Because, you know, if you got something that is known for pattern and it goes into a pied where all you just see is a blotch and the rest white, it's going to be tough to, you know, to do right by that snake. You know what I mean? So how are you guys delegating that? Like, you know, are you guys worried about that with pied at all, or no?
Not worried about it at all. And the reason we're not worried about it, because in some of our higher, you know, in projects, like for instance, our ultramel hypopod, we kind of ended up with Inchy being a staple in that project. So you kind of already know with, for instance, our male that spearheaded that project, we have a super orange stream, super Inchy, leopard, hypopod, het ultramel. So regardless of what you put that male to, you're getting a copy of hypo, a copy of pied, you're getting a copy of Inchy, a copy of orange stream, no matter what, every time you breed them. So if you're very selective with his females, you can almost, you know, cherry pick what's going to end up being produced and just hope you get the gender eyes that you're looking for. So the further we go with pod, is always going to really have Inchy or Hurricane kind of accompany in that project. And we are literally, you know, putting the bank on hopefully hitting it with those genes. Now, if you do miss, we'll just shed test at that point. You know, that's at that point, you know, when you don't see what you should see in a snake, now we want to verify what's there. So we want to make sure that we're not moving on a snake to a new home that can possibly be a snake that needs to stay here. We literally breed for ourselves as customer number one.
Let me jump in real quick.
Go ahead.
We always say pied might be on the downside and all this shit, right?
Right.
We need to stop that shit. All right. Why? When the last video, this last KINOVA video had pieds all over it. First. Second, when you breed pied long term, you have to understand that 50% of the animals are going to be medium white, 25% are going to be high white, and 25% are going to be low.
What happened to you, Emilio?
Huh?
Oh, there he's back.
He back.
Say that again. We lost you. You're good. You're good. Go ahead.
Okay. What did you hear last?
I don't know. Start over.
All right.
25% of the white. That's what you heard last.
Last video was all about pieds.
Yeah.
When you breed pieds, you have to understand that you're going to have some IDing issues here and there, but more than anything, you're going to produce 50% medium whites, 25% lows, and 25% highs. That's baked in the cooking, you know, in the recipe.
Right.
So, like Will and Audra, I love the lows. You know, that's just part of the game. And guess what? Pieds ain't going nowhere. It's a great animal. It's a foundational animal. I wish now I had it in my monsoon stuff.
Oh yeah.
Maybe I'll do that. Looking forward to hitting a bunch of combos myself with pied.
Yeah, but honestly, to your take right there, Emilio, with shed testing, there's really no worries about the ID anymore. I mean, that was my thing for a while before shed testing was as popular as it is now, is like scratching your head wondering what's really in this pied. But now the whole scratching the head thing is, you know, come to an end really. Shed test that thing, you'll know.
Yeah, it's just
like the only struggle you come into.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry about that. The only struggle you run into, we've been kind of preaching, because I know people are either for dinkers or against dinkers, and we love dinkers. The issue with the dinkers is, you know, when you work it, especially when you're a business, and I know that's a hard conversation to touch on because a lot of people are either pro business or, you know, heavy support on the hobby side. You can kind of do both. There's all kinds of things that you can go and talk about, but when you work in a dinker, you need to have a lot of infrastructure in place. You need to have a lot of rodents on hand where you can feed your collection. You need to have tub space where you're going to house them, care for these animals, because typically if you really want to see these genes full circle and see what they're doing with certain combinations, you don't have to create everything, every possibility, but you need to see that gene at work. So you don't kind of end up selling that gene just to see that a couple years later, maybe that animal didn't have the gene, or maybe it did. Now you got to deal with the backlash after that. You really want to work a gene to figure it out. So if you're working a gene, you can't make money off the gene immediately. And I think a lot of that kind of passes a lot of people that want to get into the hobby. And it's just an opinion.
I mean, we all seen with, you know, certain example morphs out there, what you do when you push the envelope and you try to rush it before any proof is behind it, it doesn't work out good. It really doesn't. And, you know, on the topic of dinkers, the people working dinkers the best in this hobby are the ones with the most patience. Like the ones who aren't in a rush to be known for something or trying to make a quick dollar. Like those are the type of people that need to work the dinkers, or the ones with the infrastructure, like you said, and the ones who have all the patience.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, Biggie.
Two things with dinkers. Let me share my take on the dinkers. I think people are too quick to share said dinker. I think they should do some work with it, keep it under wraps, start hitting and showing real differences in the animals. And I'm all for that. But when you come out really quickly and say you have something new without any real evidence, that's a problem. And then second, what I would caution people out there is there's cats out there that have built their whole hobby / business on 5 or 6 dinkers at a time. Guys, don't do that shit. That's a disaster. That's a disaster. Proven time after time. Focus on 1 or 2, man.
Right.
Guys that go for home runs and all the time and don't hit singles, doubles, triples, they're batting, 100, maybe 75. Right. I mean, it's terrible.
I mean, I mean, home runs will come. You just want to get on base. Get on base. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And again, you guys, correct me if I'm wrong, I feel like every time I fly out to a show, you guys are vending. You guys vend a lot, don't you?
No. We only we will attend and we will vend nice shows. I'll put it out there like this. We look to vend large shows. We want foot traffic.
We're not necessarily sales. We like networking.
Right. We do the sales week to week. That's where we grind. That's why we're always tired and exhausted. We're shipping. We literally know our FedEx people, multiple. We have their phone numbers. We ship all the time.
They see us so much that they know our children.
Right. So that's kind of, and the meaning behind that is not a fear of networking or actually vending. We enjoy vending. It's in our business plan. And here's the issue. Because we've been doing the geckos for 10 years. This is our 4th year with the snakes. When you're in such a niche field like this in this reptile hobby, and you want to approach it as a full-fledged, full-time business, doing the shows is perfectly fine. Do as many shows that makes you happy. That's perfectly fine. But what do you do when your kid is sick? What do you do when your wife is sick? What do you do when you need that revenue from that show that you're on the road and your vehicle breaks down? You're going to see a lot of businesses fold if you don't have the proper things in place to support your business. So do both. Yeah. But make sure you're doing something that can carry the business.
You just have to make it make sense for your particular situation. Because at the end of the day, the majority of us in this field are not big corporate businesses. Right. We are small businesses. And some are even, more like hobby businesses. Right. So you have to make it make sense. Does it make sense to run and rip the roads, out of 52 weeks a year? You may go 48 weekends where you're going to a show. And some of these people are going to 2 shows in a weekend because they got 2 separate setups. They may have their wife going to one and their husband going to the other. Does that make sense for you?
As long as it makes sense, that's the bottom line. We look at that and we reflect on that, because also we're customers. So when we're there, we're networking, we're purchasing as well. And we're also getting a feel, how many shows you guys been to, or people in the chat that's been to. And it's like on that Friday or that Thursday doing setup, everybody is, let's go. It's showtime. The end of Saturday, you seeing them smiles turn upside down, they're pissed off. And it's like, what's happening? So you've never, it's true. And it's like, you're going to have your ups and downs.
Yeah.
And we want to hopefully at some point create such a following that, you know, if Emilio or if Trap Talk runs and throws a show and we come out to vend, I want someone coming to the door like, hey, here's our ticket money. Where's the Flawless booth?
Yeah, that's what we would love
You
to
know,
see.
that's what we're looking for.
You know, that we would love to see that, because to us that stimulates the whole entire community. So if you can just continue to put positive things out there and you're not negative at the shows, regardless of the way it looks. I mean, everybody wants to make money, right? But if we're constantly going, and it gets to the point where it wears down on you, where you burn out, and it will show, and it will create problems for the community as a whole.
I'm so
sorry. I was going to say, we go to Tinley. Now we'll go to that 3 times a year. We go to Daytona. We vend at the Southeast Reptile Expo, Bob. And then we picked up a couple of the All-American shows with Troy and Nick for, you know, a couple of them in different places. So that's pretty much what we do.
Entire thing,
That's it.
So
looking at you guys do about 10-ish?
9,
about
maybe,
9 shows.
Anywhere from now, because of the 3 Tinleys. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So 8.
Yes, 6,
8, 9
7,
shows.
8. Yeah, something like that.
That's max,
Max about 8.
That's still a lot of shows, you know, regardless. I mean, that's still, you know, because I do 1 show a year and it wipes me out that whole weekend. You know what I mean? But
that's
again,
that ADHD.
That's the ADHD.
I wipe completely out after the weekend. Like, I'm done.
But shows for me have never been about the money, because I've always had this podcast. And so whenever I do a show, I'm constantly talking to people about my show, and we're talking about like episodes. And I got my snakes there. And if I could sell 1 snake, I'm like, oh shit, I sold a snake. That's epic. You know what I mean? I'm cool with that. But at the end of the day, there was a stigma with shows where people made thousands and thousands of dollars, and some people do, but that shouldn't be why you go do a show. Yeah, of course the money's good, right? But the name, getting your name recognized, having people remember you from the last show before, that's what really brings substance to what you got going on. The community comes before the money, and then the money comes after the community's established. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's such a good mindset to have, where cool to make money, but I want people to go to know that we're there so we could talk. You know what I'm saying?
It's a double-edged sword too. So you're gonna want to hopefully service all areas of it when you're looking at marketing and business and advertising. You know, I gave this analogy. We actually mentor on our Patreon on the geckos, and it's the equivalent of you start ABC Reptiles and you're just starting and you have inventory. You waited to the last minute before you even started making a post, and you're so pissed off. You know, you're in the middle of your living room in your home, screaming to the top of your lungs and wondering why nobody outside can hear you. That's the same equivalent to waiting to the last minute. Don't post, don't, you know, share anything, don't create, don't do LOs, don't do anything. And then you kind of go to a show, and if you don't do well, you're somehow wondering why you did not. Well, you set yourself up for that situation. That's the same analogy. So you want the best of all worlds. You know, any show, a great show, what you're going to get, 10,000, 12,000 feet through the door. Okay, well, a post could reach possibly 500,000 people. So it's like, why not just do both?
Right.
Yeah. I think in this day and age, you have to.
Right.
For newer people.
For newer people.
We just had a video on this actually.
Yeah, for newer people, definitely.
For newer people, I think it's almost 99.9% necessary to have some kind of social media presence, or people know you.
It's just 2026. You are shooting yourself in the foot if social media isn't part of the bread and butter. But also being a good breeder and having stuff to show off is just as important. And that's what we're talking about mainly tonight is, you know, balancing social media presence with being a good breeder, right? There has to be a happy medium when it comes to that. So let's kind of talk about where the importance lies in the first couple of years, right? If you're buying snakes, what's the best way to build your social media before you even get to the breeding part?
Well, I know people don't like it, but you have to treat your social media like a job.
Yep. Every day.
You have to literally write out a schedule, something that's going to hold you accountable. If it's a post every other day, if it's a reel, whatever it is for you, you need to be consistent. Consistency is going to win across the board. You're going to be able to hopefully create traction, following. Maybe someone sees a snake. And again, they're so different. We don't really have names. We have too many snakes to have name for our snakes. But maybe, you know what? You name one of your snakes. Actually, we just named one. Helen Keller. We ended up hatching out one with no eyes.
Yeah.
And we get a lot of inquiries already. Someone wanting to buy her. We're like, we're kind of keeping her, you know. Yeah. But it's like, if maybe that's your angle, you know, and you want to show off that snake, maybe that specific snake on every Wednesday, you know, coin it with a cheesy name, you know, for that Wednesday and showing off that snake doing certain things. And I know it can be exhausting at times, but this is the number one thing that we learned with crested geckos. This is why we had to do this as a couple. We want to bleed our brand. You have to understand, if you're approaching this as a business, that day you don't feel well, that day you arguing with your wife or arguing with your husband, you know, that day your kids get on your nerves. Guess what? That day you choose not to post or not to, you may have possibly had a customer that day. Somebody is buying snakes or geckos, reptiles when you don't feel like posting.
And you may not be in the mood to answer this question or that question. That's not, that needs to be, all that needs to be thrown out. That needs to be pushed to the side. You need to understand that at the helm of everything, at the helm of everyone's business, we provide a product to our consumer. And because of that, customer service means everything. You have to customize your customer service per customer,
because we already know you get consumed with the behind the scenes. They are living and breathing creatures. We have fun with them, but you get consumed with that side, and then next you know, you're like, yeah, I'm not messing with social media today. So you really got to map out a schedule that's going to work for your existing schedule.
Yeah, and we all know habits like that become fucking contagious. Like if you're like, I'll blow this off today, well, then you'll blow it off the next day and the day after that. And the next you know, posting just isn't that important. And that's like saying feeding your collection isn't important. What happens if you don't feed your collection? What breeding are you going to have? You're going to have shit results. And it's the same thing. And that's, you know, again, we're in 2026. Social media is how we get our face out there. Okay. If you don't have that part of the game plan, good luck. Okay. And it's exhausting, like having to entertain people on a day-to-day basis, and it might feel complacent. Dude, it's a part of what you do, and it will lead to something. Even though it feels boring at times doing the same stuff, I'm telling you, new eyes look at that every single post. You may not get the same amount of likes, but you have new eyes looking at that every single post.
Absolutely.
And again, man, like this is for people who want it. Not everyone is in the hobby to have a presence, and that's cool. But if you are trying to talk business side of things, what good are you doing yourself not getting your stuff out into many eyes as possible? Go ahead, Biggie.
They should be consistently posting also, because with every post, I think you're going to get better.
Oh, for sure. Everything get better.
I love taking great pictures of the animals that are making me happy every single day.
Right.
Every day, taking better and better pictures and better posts. That's what moves me. Yeah, I'm gonna get more of a following, but at the same time, I just want to share what I love every single day.
Oh yeah, and then
go ahead.
How many times you get hit up, you know, about a snake where you just literally made a post to do something different. Maybe your favorite snake, you kept showing off, and you're like, you know what, let me give it a break. Let me show something else off. So you just almost like filler content. You put something to be different. And somebody hits you up and they are absolutely crazy over the snake that you have. And there's nothing wrong. All these snakes interest different people. They are going to draw in different people. They're going to attract different people. And someone hits you up because they are crazy about, you know, your single gene clown with a special alien head that appears on it. And they literally want just that exact snake. So it's like you don't want to shy away from some of the more simpler combos. Just show what you have. Show what you have. Show what you're crazy about. But show some of these things off. We get really, really complacent because we feel as a hobby that, you know, we're not creating what Justin's creating. This is, you know, a little lesser valued. And it's not that you. I think we're overthinking things too much.
Yeah, big time.
We're all behind someone, bro. Everyone.
Yeah.
No, even Justin's behind
Himself.
While rare, look, while rare, Justin does buy snakes from people.
Oh yeah.
That's for him.
Yeah.
So he is behind in some aspects, and he just takes care of it. But I mean, we're all behind someone.
I saw one dude at Bob Vu's show. I mean, he's well known, but I'll keep his name out because I think he wanted this transaction private. But he was like, I was like, hey, how's the show going? And it was a late Saturday, and he was like, he's like,
I was there. I seen that one. Yeah.
He's like, it could be better. And then all of a sudden, Justin comes by and buys a fucking $12,000 snake from him. Just like that. And I'm like, damn. And he's like, well, that made me feel better. I'm like, yeah, that would make me happy. Are you kidding me, dude? And go ahead, Will.
Now that brings up a whole nother discussion that we had several conversations with people. And I'm sure you guys are going to understand where I'm coming from. You always get those questions when you get that crazy combo. Maybe you hit it and you were looking for a female, it's a male, whatever it is, it's the opposite of what you need. And you make that animal available. So you got this $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 animal that's available, and you got people hitting you up. Maybe they're offering you ridiculous prices, but they're always their approaches. Nobody's gonna buy that snake, And we try to tell people that this is no different than houses. This is no different than cars. Right. We sit here all the time saying nobody's gonna spend $1 million on a car. People do it all the time. So we tell people, don't put yourself in a box. We're not telling you to go out there and buy, something that's outside of your means. But I do think that you shouldn't necessarily just steer away from it because you feel that there's no customer base for it. There is.
You can't pigeonhole our community.
Yeah.
A lot of people try to judge the pocketbooks of the reptile community, and you best not do that. You best not judge people's pocketbooks. You have no idea what they want, what their priorities are, what their likes are, their preferences. I mean, we were at Tinley, and this guy came through, and he had just purchased like a $10,000 lizard just because he wanted it in his house.
Yeah, for his son.
Yeah, like he just wanted it to sit in his house, and I'm like, okay, cool. It is what it is. You can't judge somebody's purse, but if you saw him walking around, you wouldn't have.
It's like the average Joe.
That. And that's what takes. That really, and we have these conversations all the time, is when, a lot of our family and friends outside of this, before we really, became a mainstay, before we started making big transactions happen, they were like, why do you do that? They looked on this community as not being a professional field. And that's why we constantly preach professionalism, because that's all wrapped up into these large transactions. These people that you're judging before you even know where they are.
We went from policing at 2 different departments, and I'm sure she faced the same thing. We have some of the same friends where they were coming to us like, because we didn't retire. We left.
Yeah.
We literally resigned to chase this. And at the time that we resigned, we really had to resign. We should have left sooner because it was really costing us money because all of the time we were putting in. That being said, we used to have officers and deputies come and say, man, y'all are crazy. You're leaving this retirement. Mind you, I would have had to do another 18 more years, and there was no way that was getting done because we got these boys that were at all of their events and doing our parenting between them. But now time passes, and you even find it in yourself where, yes, you're beating that pavement, you're doing what needs to get done. And maybe you're amongst, these same people, and they're like, hey, what do you do? Oh, I breed ball pythons and crested geckos, and now it's hilarious. Even for us, we scream it at the top of our lungs. We tell everyone, check us out on YouTube, we send them links. And it's funny because the same people, our, co-workers at the time that laughed and thought it was hilarious at the time, they're coming and like, hey, we want to invest in it. Could you invest? I'm gonna pull some money out of 401k and invest. And we're like, nah, bro, we'll point you in the right direction, but there's no way we want to take money from you to invest it, to do the work and then give you dividends. No. We'll help you get started. And just
it's so funny you said that because, man, when I think it was 2020 is when I was pretty outspoken about me doing this full time. And I have a couple good close homies who they're well into their careers, and they were kind of like, damn, dog, you're gonna do this full time? I'm like, yeah. And not even a year later, they're like, hey, like, How can we get in? And I was like, bro, I'll help you get in, but I'm not like, I don't want your money, equity. Like I'm good here, bro. You know what I mean? I was like, do you have a room? Do you have a wall that's empty? Because if you do, we could start from there. And they're like, no, I don't want the snakes in my house. I'm like, well, we ain't gonna talk then. I'm sorry.
Yeah, nah.
You know what's funny? At first, everybody thinks you're crazy.
Yes.
You're full of shit, but then you become everyone's inspiration.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how it starts.
Well, people don't want to build with you. They just want to be at the end when you're successful with you. They don't want to stick out through the, I always see this picture with this guy, this little cartoon, but he's got like what are those things? A whole pickaxe. They're like pickaxing in this big hill, right? There's two of them, and you see he's going and going and going, and he's got this much
one little sliver
till he gets to the diamonds, to all the diamonds, and he stops. It's like, you got to keep going, and nobody wants to help you in those moments. They just want to. They want to get the dividends. I
mean, that's a good point, because the 3 years prior to me going full time, I sacrificed so much sleep, so much fucking stress. Like, my wife asked me, what are you doing? Like, why do you keep buying more? Like, what's your plan when you breed it? Like, not that she doubted me, but she was like, my wife, she worries. I don't. You know what I mean? So we've always balanced each other out when it comes to that. But there were so many times where I was in the middle of my room, even doubting myself. Like, dude, are you sure? Like, are you sure you know what you're doing with this? And a lot of times I wasn't sure. I just fucking did it. I did it because I loved it. I was like, well, regardless if it makes me money or not, I still want all these snakes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Let me jump in here, because I feel like myself, Will, and Audra have a lot in common. I was also told I was crazy. I was walking away from building my retirement further. That I was back over my dead body.
That you were what?
Man, I just wanted to enjoy my family, enjoy my time. I wanted to be free. I wanted to do my own thing.
Yeah.
So I'm really happy you guys got to do the same thing. It's we are free. We don't have to do what everyone told us. Oh no, you're supposed to do these 30 years. No, I'm not. I'm supposed to do these 30 years.
Our decisions.
I do what I want.
Yeah,
it's one life. Time is going fast.
Yeah.
Yep.
And the decisions we make are on us.
We don't get this time back.
Heck yeah.
And like, legit, the only thing that you can't get back is time wasted.
That's the truth.
So,
dude, and I can't stress that enough, man. As much as I want to help the world, time is everything. You know what I mean? And that's why, I love how quickly this hobby is growing. But I don't got time for someone who's going to waste my time. I'll tell you that right now. Because it's just moving and moving and moving. And you guys know that, you guys working together. I mean, how fast are things going right now? Faster than ever.
Yeah.
Yes.
They're really fast.
Yeah. I mean,
Really
we got so many things outside of everything. It's like life is just.
You thought you had so much time. So you thought you had so much extra time. We have some new developments that's coming soon, so that's gonna be awesome. Okay. But even on the day-to-day, I mean, we're caring for 2,000 geckos. That's long feeding days, long cleaning days. The kids, they work for us, so they're grinding. They also have sports, so then we're literally running them back and forth to sports.
We got 400 and some odd snakes any given time. We got 1,000 rodents at any given
feed
time.
all of our hatchlings. Audrey does all the rodent breeding for the hatchlings, but we still buy rodents every single week.
I had and then of course I have my pig.
Oh yeah.
And we have our dog.
Roscoe the pig. Yeah, that's gonna find its way into the oven soon.
No, he is not. He is a pet. We do not eat our friends.
You ain't gonna eat that, bro.
Well, if you do, I'm curious. I want to taste it, so let me know.
Oh God.
No.
Oh,
he is a Juliana. He is not made for eating.
He
sits on command. What are you talking about?
I think we found Audra's sensitive button. That's Don't mess with Audra's pig, whatever you do.
Don't mess with Roscoe.
Will and Audra. Also, there's another common misconception when you work for yourself is that, oh, you don't work every day. You don't you do what you want. Bro, I get it from the amount of animals you guys have. You guys were working almost every day, right?
Yeah.
Every day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
24/7, 365.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, I would say this was a couple years ago, but I don't know if you guys know who Marshall Mendez is, Will and Audra, but he called me about something. I was like, hey, dude, like, let me call you when I'm back. I'm in the middle of something. I'm busy. He's like, what are you busy doing? Don't you do this full time? I'm like, motherfucker, are you kidding me? Like, I am drowning right now. Like, I couldn't believe this guy thought I just had my feet up on my desk watching YouTube and not caring. Like, bro, I don't have enough hours in the day anymore. Like, it's I can't even think about a nap. I'll tell you that much. Like, it's all gone. It's all out the door.
Yeah. No.
But honestly, I wouldn't want this life over any other life. I love
Oh
this.
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, things have definitely,
man.
improved in general.
Yeah.
Like our personal relationship, our
Yeah.
life in general. Like I say that
He
we
used to
never
walk
even,
around disgruntled, man.
yeah, we never even
Like,
vacation. We've been together 12 years. 12 years, married for 2.
We're married. We'll be married 3 in October.
3 in October. But saying
I had to
that,
think about it.
while we were policing, we never vacationed. We never went anywhere. We definitely never, left the country, and it's like, okay, cool. Now it's a grind. It's a lot of work. But I mean, we vacation pretty much every year. We done been to Belize twice, Mexico, Dominican Republic. We done been all over. So it's like,
so now you
it's
got
awesome to enjoy. Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. I mean, it's like we are building for the next, so I just turned 40 this year.
Ooh.
Oh, congrats.
He's older than me, just so you know. I just turned 40, and it's like I don't know what happened, but I'm having this like biological clock ticking where I'm like, okay, I got to get everything that we need to get done in the next 3 to 5 years, because that's going to set us up for like our 50s and 60s. And I'm just like, all these things. And it's like, I realize, oh yeah, we've got this time period to continue to build. And then I want to live my best life. Like I want to be, footloose and fancy free. Like I'm ready to enjoy life. Yeah, but we're enjoying it. We're enjoying the journey while we get there, which we weren't when we were policing.
Definitely.
Audra, I'm right there with you. I turned 40 last August. I'm about to be 41 in August. But I don't know, dude. And again, I could just be being in the clouds with this, but 40, how I feel, does not feel like 40 when I was in the 90s or 80s. Like 40-year-olds when I was a kid seemed like fucking they were old. Like they look and they look old. They looked a lot older.
Fucking beer bellies and
40s nowadays, it's just not the same.
Yeah.
It's just, and I think there's going to be stuff out there that are going to get us well into our hundreds. I think, and again, might not be all of us.
Yeah.
Wait. Hey, MJ, you can't negate. You at Unk status now. You at Unk status now.
I'm okay with that. Hey, listen, bro. I'm the coolest uncle I know in the game. I'm all right.
That's okay. I don't want to be an
40 never felt this good. I'll tell you that right now. It was crazy. Emilio's 45.
I'm 46.
Hey.
46.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
You don't, bro.
How old are you, Will?
43. I'll be 44 this year.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you this right now. Ain't nobody want a piece of this screen right here.
Yeah, I know, right?
Shit. Okay, y'all can talk all this shit, call us old man, call us whatever you want.
You don't want
Let's go.
I guarantee you that nobody, no 25-year-old wants a piece of none of these guys and Audra on this page.
Not even a little bit.
On this screen right now.
Let's go.
That should be your goal.
Oh yeah.
So
that's how old are your kids?
22.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
17, 16, and about to be 15.
About to be 15, yeah.
Wow. So you got your youngest is already in high school.
Oh yeah. Wow. They're stepping stones. So 50.
Yeah.
He'll be 15 in August. So 15, 16, 17. Yeah.
And you know what's the most beautiful part? Right? Because I went through this the last 4 or 5 years. I get to see them almost every day.
Oh yeah,
Not
that's
gone for 12
incredible.
hours. You guys
Cook dinner
probably
for
had
'em.
12-hour shifts, right?
Yep. Have
I
conversations,
had,
talk to them individually. Oh yeah.
yeah, I
You
had
play
10,
board
12-hour shifts myself, and you know, it's sometimes longer. And then I had to go to sleep immediately when I got home almost.
Yep.
So it's a beautiful thing because sooner or later, you know, they're on to they're doing their thing. So
Yep.
perfect timing, guys.
Yeah, Emilio's youngest just graduated high school. Natalie, congratulations, man.
Yeah, I'm a grandfather.
And he's a grandpa. Yeah. Hey,
Oh, wow.
E.
A people.
I mean, that's what we're planning
yeah.
for. We're talking about like our grands one day, and thinking about that, setting it up for a legacy for them.
Yeah,
you know?
definitely.
Yeah. I got a question for you guys, since obviously, you know, the business venture was something you guys planned getting into ball pythons. How are you guys advising either your fellow Patreon members, your peers, on how to start off an LLC, when you should start it off? What do you guys advise when people ask that?
Well, there's multiple different ways to do it. You can, I mean, honestly, I feel like the sooner the better, because you're already kind of structuring it out. You can really keep count of everything. We always advise them to speak to actually a tax professional, but a CPA. They'll pretty much give them the ins and outs, especially according to what state they're in.
Yeah, you know, you have a good CPA or accountant or tax professional when you can go and sit down with them and actually work on it with them.
Right.
That's when you know you got a good one.
Especially when you're doing a business startup, if you already kind of have a plan to do a business startup, I would say to definitely LLC it. Don't really wait. If you're going to do it gradually, you're really not going to hurt yourself if you wait. You just want to keep proper documentation along the entire way, because I don't know if it's well known or not, you can not have an LLC and still pay your taxes. I've seen the number one thing, and again, it's kind of a hard topic to talk about, but the number one thing we see when we talk to our Patreon members is a lot of people are trying to avoid the IRS. You need to understand the tax code is created for businesses to win. The tax code is created literally for you to, they create systems for you to see how you can retain the best or the most of your money.
It's a,
as a business.
Yeah, it's a situation of, you really, like I said, you need a tax professional, but just give you kind of like a little bit of insight into that, how we go about doing that. I mean, we invest in ourselves rather than investing in programs that we don't even benefit from. And that's the thing, like, you know, at the end of the year, when you're looking at your deductions and this, there are so many different ways to do that it actually is legal, and you don't have to worry about hiding this or doing that or trying to skate under the rug or anything like that. We recommend you claim your staff. You know, you claim your stuff, and then you utilize the deductions. You actually can benefit from that.
And make sure you can get a hold of your CPA. You know, you really should be sitting down at least 2 to 3 times a year. We sit down with them every quarter, and you're able to run through your numbers on what you're seeing, the revenue you're bringing in, the expenses you're kicking out, and depending upon your expenses in certain situations, you're able to literally, they'll tell you, hey, what do you need for your business? Because you're bringing in good revenue, you're making money, you're in the black, whatever. But if you're going to keep your tax bill low, you might need to spend some more money. So you have to pay the IRS a little less.
So what do you need? You know,
so I mean, there's really strategy.
There are so many nuances to it. And like, there are just so many things. And our tax code is definitely set up that if you know how to use it, you can win. Absolutely. And two, even outside of that, like, because a lot of small businesses that know that these, you know, tax deductions and these things that you can use, these credits and stuff, know that at that point your taxable income comes down, and then you have a hard time with like income verification if you're going for loans and things like that. That is a huge caveat to all of this. And there are so many different alternatives for those types of people who need to utilize loans outside of your traditional like Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac type of guaranteed loans and things. So I think the biggest thing is understanding with LLC and business entities and setups and IRS and taxes. The biggest thing is to learn it. Learn it through and through, and find you a good CPA that can help you, can help educate you while also doing your taxes. So it's just, I don't know, it's just being educated.
Be selective with your expenses. You know, we faced a lot of impasses when we were kind of coming down this journey. For instance, even when we built the facility actually on our property. It's right behind our home, and a lot of people, you know, thought that we should probably do brick and mortar, actually leasing or purchasing in the commercial area. And it's like, we really want it kind of shut down to family or friend access only. You know, if you're actually a brick and mortar and you're paying a lease or a mortgage on a place, now you're kind of in thin water for us, because, okay, now you are vending a show one weekend. Well, if you're paying a mortgage or rent somewhere, your shop needs to be open too. And if you're not there, you're across the country, now you got to have employees actually manning the shop, multiple employees. You got all kind of utility bill. It's just too much on your plate for a niche hobby like this. So for us, we're like, you know what? We want actually no expenses on our facility. We want to buy our facility, pay for it out cash, and build it out and never worry about overhead. Now, it's smart because it's like, guess what? The bottom end falls out the hobby, whatever. You're not getting thousands and thousands of dollars a snake, but you don't have an overhead. Yeah. So you got to make smart decisions when you move on a business.
It has to be smart, especially you just have to take into account what field you are in. You know, unfortunately, and I hate to say this, but animals in general are not necessities when it comes down to, okay, I've got to put food on the table for my children, or I've got to keep the light bill on, or I need to pay for the gas, or whatever it is. So you have to understand that aspect of it too. Yep. So when you keep your expenses, your overhead low, then you can ride the waves when it's not so great.
Right, because that customer is basically juggling that. Buy a snake or put food on the table. Yes. Obviously, it's smarter to put food on the table and wait a little longer before they make that purchase.
Everything you mentioned there is what makes a business recession proof, first. And second, everything you avoided allows you to be a high net profit business.
Right.
All those other guys, man, super low net. And let me tell you, super low net and super high stress.
Yeah.
I'm not doing that.
I can't think of anything more. I can't think of anything more stressful than not having this on property. Like I don't know how many times I just roll out of bed and like I need to go to my room for some reason. Oh
yes.
Wow, on the loop. Like, oh my God.
I don't care if it was 15 minutes away, man. Could you imagine you get home and you left your phone?
Oh my gosh.
It's 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm like,
forget it. Forget it.
No.
Yeah. And also one thing, shout out to Mark Bailey, but he was a big mentor of mine to teach me how low your overhead should be, as low as possible. You know what I mean? Yes. And to have other like some sort of a rent payment on top of something every month where you just don't know how money's going to be that month, or something happens, God forbid, where you got to put money elsewhere. Dude, no way. And then on top of it not being on your property, you got to drive 15, 20 minutes. Dude, no, I don't know. That right there does not sound fun to me whatsoever.
At all.
I love being able to roll out of bed butt naked and just go into my room if I need to and see, and just, okay, is everything good? Okay, I'm going back to bed. You know what I mean? That's
the snake with the snake.
But yeah, I mean, like, again, like, I know some people don't have a choice. I mean, some people, they just can't have animals at their house. But then again, I'm like, that's why I always tell people, like, okay, you rent where you live or you're in an apartment. Do you sure you want to get a rack full of snakes? Like, and I'm not trying to, steer people away from doing this as a business, but everything has its time and its place, And again, I don't know. It's tough. Like I'm so happy where I'm at, and I just know other people's situations are a little bit different. But I feel like if you want something that bad, you could put your mind to it, and it will come. The last thing you want to do is rush into it, And that's what we've seen in the last 5 years. People rushing into it.
Yep.
You want to build to where you want to be, to where it's sustainable,
right, and enjoyable.
Yeah, and enjoyable. without losing the passion, because guys, this is what makes us happy.
Yeah, the fun should come.
You know, everything Will Aldridge just mentioned. If you do all that too fast, you might have a nervous breakdown, and for sure as hell, you ain't gonna love the animals anymore. And all those animals, where are they gonna go?
Big E. Okay, imagine everything you just said. Plus, you rely on vending to make money, dude.
Bro,
Yeah.
Miserable. Okay, and you know, I talk to people like, "Hey, how's the show going?" And they're like, "Well, I'm worried I'm gonna I can't even cover my table." Blah blah blah. And I'm like, "Oh man!"
See,
like,
now look at that, and that's a perfect example, and that's what we're looking at. And again, we're not talking crap. We love the show. We love it. Right. But that point is very important to kind of drive home. We would love to be able to we do well at the shows, and that's cool. But could you imagine going to a show, you go across the country and you goose egg it? Like if that happens to us, knock on wood, hopefully it don't. Guess what? We're gonna come still with a smile on our face because we're gonna write it off right on over to the taxes. We good, marketing, advertising. Cool, it's a write-off. We good to go. We ate well, ate dinner, talk reptiles, talk business, and it's an amazing business trip. So you still benefit from that. But the thing is, you need to put yourself in a situation where the revenue from that cash hand in hand, face to face, is not needed to keep the lights on. You want that done so you can socialize, network, put your face out there with your people. Engage with your people regardless of a dollar, if that makes sense. And if you make money, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That also goes for online, by the way.
Oh yeah, heck yeah.
Go either way. For instance, myself, last year I did 29 shows. This year I got it down to 25. We're starting to cut the stuff that doesn't fully make sense. But I have to say I'm blessed, bro. I keep analytics on all this stuff, travel all over the place. Like you guys, this game has allowed me to travel more than I would normally and still enjoy the travel.
Right.
And make it all work, you know? So, I mean, more than anything, people need preparation and they need to go slowly to where they're learning, you know, the game. You know, they're tracking the game, knowing their numbers, knowing what to expect, knowing that they could actually forecast a show after doing X amount of shows. For this show promoter, for this show promoter, there's so much that goes into this game. You know, as you guys are saying, it's like any business. It's not easy. It's not for everyone.
Yeah, but that's running a business. Period. Doesn't matter what the business is. It's not going to be easy. There are going to be some unsure moments, but I don't know a better business out there where you can make something a business off something you truly love. Like, I mean, obviously we are legit reptile people. We love these reptiles, and now it could be a business.
But on top of that, what he said too, when you think about that, he did 29 shows. He did 25, you know, got it down to 25 this year. I don't think we understand completely that we are the hobby in its totality, you know. And again, there's some good promoters out there. So it's not throwing shade at any promoters, but it happens too often where a breeder or vendor, you know, just has a bad show consistently in the same spot, and it's literally the definition of insanity. And you're doing this over and over, and every single time, if I'm sitting here, I'm the promoter, and you're complaining to me saying, "Hey, this was crappy. I'm in a bad spot. There's no foot traffic," and I sit there, all right, I'll take into consideration. Hey, I need your deposit for the next show, and you're giving it to me. And every show we doing the same thing. How can you ever expect anything to change if you're, you know, just kind of venting and paying for the next show for the same result?
It just has to make sense.
It has to make sense. So, you know, if there are shows that you may, you know, be doing that don't financially make sense, that don't, you know, networking doesn't make sense, maybe you should weed some shows out temporarily, because if we weed those shows out, you can make other shows stronger. You also can make better promoters of shows. You're going to make and I think that's why All American and Bob shows are doing well, because they're coming from a vending platform. They kind of know what we're wanting. They're knowing what you need. They know where they want to go out. And there may be pros and cons of both, but typically
they're just not removed from that.
Right.
From where we were. Yes. or where we are. They're
Yes.
just they didn't just come out of left field and say, I want to create a reptile show, but know nothing about vending a reptile show. They were vendors themselves. They're
Right.
still vendors, and they continue to have to play the same games that other shows
Yeah.
that now they can take to their shows and say, yeah, this isn't going to fly. This is what we're going to do. And it makes the experience better for everyone involved.
Yes.
And with the amount of shows I visited and vendors I've talked to and seen Emilio fucking work in person, the show doesn't make the vendor makes the show. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't give a where you're at. If you don't have a good attitude, if you don't have a goddamn mindset that says I'm going to win today, you're not going to do good. I've seen Emilio in multiple different scenarios and different shows, and he fucking kills it every time I see him. He's out there, he's doing it. Same with Dave Levison. And again,
Dave, the homie.
It's
and what's
funny.
crazy, guys, I've seen people that begged me to get into a Tinley. They finally get into a Tinley and they tank at a Tinley.
Right.
Just because you get into a Tinley doesn't mean you're going to make $20,000. Okay.
No, yeah.
If you aren't fucking bred to be at a Tinley, meaning if your attitude isn't what it needs to be, you won't do good at a Tinley. And think about it. It's Tinley. You know what I mean? So
Bring your A game.
Well, you have to bring your A game to a
Yeah.
show like Tinley. Like a lot of people don't understand that Tinley, whereas yes, it can be a money powerhouse, there are so many vendors and so many people that go to that show that sometimes they're looking for very specific things because
Right.
they're real serious buyers. Typically, you may not have what those particular people are looking for because
Right.
there are so many different species. There are so many different things there. Tinley is the Super Bowl of all reptile shows. So it's like, it may not be your biggest moneymaker, but you better have a good attitude when you walk into Tinley because that's what's going to make or break you in the following months when those people who come through, that foot traffic that comes through, they meet you, you know, they're networking with you. They happen to see, Flawless has crested geckos. You know what? We never thought about crested geckos. Maybe we should hit them back up. Or this was a project in crested geckos that I didn't have that I saw some just banging ones from this particular breeder or that particular breeder. Let's hit them up now 2 weeks later, 3 weeks later, and say, hey, can we pick up those 3, you know, that male and those 2 females? We want to start that project.
Right.
You never know.
You got to think about that
where
on the
people's
building
mindset
side.
is.
And that's why, like, I know you're going with we have an inventory system. So a lot of the times we end up closing a bunch of deals on the ride home from a show. Some vendors aren't set up properly enough where maybe you set up and you just you just know your snake so well. You just have the genes of the snake. We actually have an ID where you can snap a picture of it and send us a message saying, hey, ID such and such, such and such. I want that. We know exactly what it is. We can take it out of stock. We can prep you, get ready to ship, and we're ready to go instead of having to kind of look through your inventory to see exactly what snake someone's actually talking about. You know, just streamline things a little faster because what we have found also, especially on Morph Market or online period, I mean, money burns a hole in people's pockets.
It does.
So when they go to your site, they see the most beautiful snake they've ever seen and they're ready to purchase, and they may hit you up and maybe you are occupied at the moment. By the time you get back to them, they done bought like their 3rd or 4th pick and they're like, I'll see you like next month. And that's fine. It's going to happen. But you need to make sure that, you know, when you're dealing in that online world, you treat it the same as the show. Just be attentive to, you know, your client base, your customer base, and try to respond as quickly as you can.
And even being as quick as you can and being Mr. Replies immediately doesn't guarantee to either.
Oh,
no.
no.
I mean?
Oh, yeah. Absolutely not.
It doesn't do you any good not doing it, but that's just one of the many things you got to stay on top of. Because right now, ball pythons, there's nothing more competitive out there than ball pythons. But again, like you got to roll with the punches, you know, like if you got somebody looking at your page to begin with, well, that's better than not having stuff for people not to look at. But there's so many things that come into play where I don't know, man. Like, let me ask you guys this, okay? So obviously there are a time and places where somebody puts a deposit down on a snake. Okay, so what's your guys' policy when it comes to someone putting a deposit on a snake? They end up buying a snake elsewhere, and they come to tell you, hey, listen, I'm not going to actually fulfill the payments on this snake. I bought a snake elsewhere. Now, they're not asking for a refund, okay? But how how do you guys play it from there?
For us, I think we have the most lenient.
Yeah.
So for us, what we would do is, I mean, you never lose your money with us. You can literally
we'll just put it as credit
to whatever you need to get, and you'll have it as credit. You know, there's not even a time frame on it. So we're really, but that's because of us. We pride ourselves on not taking people's money and not giving them something.
Right.
Giving them value.
We feel value.
Yeah, we put it. That's why we even with our Patreon. You know, we've been doing geckos for 10 years, but at the same time, there's been people that's been doing it a decade before us. We have a lot of knowledge, hands-on information, and everything that we have that we show people. But at the same time, we're like, listen, we're going to dedicate ourselves to you guys. You guys are committing to us. But we don't want, you know, your membership fee just to kind of go to our pocket. We actually let them use that for purchase. So in theory and reality, I mean, we don't get paid for our Patreon. There's really a membership where they get first dibs and first access to our collection, our selection. So everything else is bells and whistles on top of that. So we kind of do the same thing on the snake side of things. We don't see ourselves, again, we see ourselves as us. We're our own flawless entity. We don't want to compare ourselves to an Ozzy or Justin. They're pillars of the community. We want to get there at some point, but we don't label ourselves that way. Therefore, we want to be able to offer you hopefully something of substance where you can learn and build from, and hopefully you can take that and continue on with it. We never want to take someone's money and, you know, hold on to it, or, you know what, since you canceled, we're going to keep it. We don't do any of that. That's just us.
Yeah, no, and that's, I mean, I'm right there with you guys. You know, I just, you know, I gave this advice to a Patreon member to where I'm like, if it's in your policy that the deposit isn't refundable, but it goes to the next snake, well, then there shouldn't be a big deal out of it unless they make a big deal out of it. And I'm very lenient. Like, if this person is like, man, I have this going on in my life, I just can't do it. Well, the last thing I want to do is jail your money. Okay, first and foremost. And again, everything's circumstantial. I just know next time around, if you want to leave a deposit, I'm going to be a little bit wary. Okay. Like, if you're somebody who asks for deposits back for whatever reason, I get it. For me, it's a one-off thing. If I do it, this is the only time I'll ever do it. Next time, I'm going to expect a full payment up front, you know? But with the ball python game being as competitive as it is, I don't know, man. I feel like you got to have leniency in some areas, but most people who are serious buyers don't want the deposit back.
We've never ran into that. That's interesting. Yeah, we've even had people, you know, especially with the gecko, they'll get a gecko and put a deposit, and maybe something like that maybe happened and we didn't know behind the scene. Maybe they bought something else, but they would hit us up and say, hey, we're not going to move forward on this gecko, but, you know, keep the deposit. You know, we don't want to waste your time, and we appreciate you, you know, doing this for us. And we still let them know, hey, a year from now, whatever, if you do come back, you still got that credit if you decide to use it here with us. So that's kind of
you know, coming off of what happened with Garrett, correct?
Yeah, House of Blue.
I saw a post where even a friend of mine was like, "Oh, I'm against taking deposits before the animals hit." Are you serious? Bro, you gotta like that. Bro, I have a waiting list every year for certain animals, and the first person that puts that 10% deposit before the animals hit gets first pick, and then so on, right? If that animal's not hit, they get their money back.
Right.
It's that simple. If we can't agree on something that they want or they like, they get the money back.
You don't have what they thought they was buying. That's common sense.
Tell me what's wrong with sealing a deal in a competitive market.
Right.
It's like I don't know. Sometimes I feel like people don't know what the hell they're talking about. But
on the flip side of things, if you aren't comfortable leaving a deposit before snakes here, don't leave it.
Don't do it.
Go somewhere else. Like, why is it your job to go make a fucking post about it and say, oh, I don't stand for collecting?
Oh, I don't stand for that, bro.
First off, it's not you collecting them. First and foremost.
Yeah. What does it have to do with you? Okay, don't do it. But don't criticize a business for making a wait list. There's obviously there's a demand for what the person is producing.
Yeah. And that's why,
really big in the dog game.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Huge in the dog game.
Really big. It's a huge business in the dog game.
As a business, it is your job to guarantee the funds that are given to you and leave them there and be able to pay them back out.
Yeah.
That's another thing. There's cats out there that then they can't pay stuff out. That's also unacceptable.
Yeah.
They spend money and then the customers left out to dry. Like, okay.
Yeah, that's one thing. Okay, if you want to talk about like something like deposit collecting, well, one thing I can't stand is somebody who sells something that isn't what it is and that they don't get their money back when, and that's one thing I've seen quite a bit in this hobby, in the ball python game. Like, you sold a snake that was supposed to have lace in it. They test it, no lace. They test it, no lace. And instead of them getting their money back, you give them credit. What? I don't want no credit. I want my money back because you sold me something that it wasn't what it was. And that's why, again, somebody out there is counting how many times I say a certain morph, so I'm not going to say it. But if you are going to sell something for what it is, it better be what it is. Because if it turns out it's not what it is, are you ready to refund that person? I guarantee you're not. Okay? And there's a certain morph out there floating around being claimed to be a super, this and that. Watch what happens when this isn't a real genetic. Okay? And watch how many people don't get their refunds. And watch how many people have a sour taste in their mouth. I'm good, bro. I'm sorry, but I'm like you, Will. So if I'm going to collect money from somebody, it better be for what they're paying for.
Right.
Plain and simple. Yep. And if it's not, here's your money back. Okay.
Right.
That's how businesses are ran.
Yep.
And that's also what happens when you don't play the long game. You're not patient. You're trying to paint a scenario and force it to get money quick. It just doesn't end well like that. Right. And karma's a mofo in the ball python game, dude. It comes back and it bites you like a venomous snake, bro. It is no joke.
In all things, right? Do the right thing. Do the right thing.
Yeah.
And you know how many times like Will said earlier, you know how many times I've given deposits back when I didn't really have to? I could have told them, oh, you have a credit for the future. Sometimes people just fall. They go through hard times, bro. You have to have a heart. You have to treat people how you want to be treated.
Yeah, 100%.
I mean, it's that simple, man.
Yeah.
You know?
And if you do that in the ball python game or in anything in reptile world, it rewards you. If you do right by people in this game, you get rewarded from it somehow. I don't know if it's the reptile gods. I don't know what it is. But if you don't take advantage of
life, that's in life.
Yeah, but I feel like I've seen it more than ever in the reptiles, man. For whatever reason, I just maybe because of the life I have now, and I'm like, man, I'm so blessed to have what I have. But all I do is right by people. That's all I do. And you know what's funny is I'll never forget one of the first animals I ever auctioned. It was a gravel chocolate clown het hypo, I think it was. Turns out there was no chocolate in the animal. I felt so effing bad. Okay, that if the person wanted for like $480 or something like that, I just gave him his money back and told him to keep the animal because I felt that bad. Like I was like, dude, I'm like, I could have sworn there was chocolate in this. And mind you, this was when shed testing was pretty brand new. I didn't shed test it. And that was like a mistake to myself. And the guy was he couldn't believe that I just refunded him and told him to keep the snake. He eventually ended up buying 3 more snakes from me after that. You know what I mean? So just take care of your people and the people will take care of you. That's exactly, that's how easy it is in this, dude. And also, do people remember when you take care of them in here? Like they really do. And they'll come back. They'll come back with you, either do business, get advice, join your Patreon, or support you somehow. But the support is so real when you take care of these people, man.
I know everyone on the screen can walk at every show or on the street, wherever, and with head up real high, bro.
Oh, big time, yeah.
We don't owe nobody nothing.
Exactly.
At all.
When the little bit of the few times where something has happened, I make it right because let me tell you, those are the things that drive me mad. When something doesn't go right, I need to make it right.
Right. Yep.
Otherwise, you don't feel right, Emilio. That's why. Because otherwise, you have a problem going to bed at night.
And I know all of you agree with that and do that, have that same sentiment.
And if you're in this for the long run, you should have that type of energy. Like you know, you not taking care of somebody should bother you. If you want to do this for the long run. Now, if you're looking to check out sometime soon, well then you're the exact wrong people we want in this hobby. Because this isn't like a 5-year, 10-year, okay, have a good. No, this is a life type thing, bro. Like reptiles is a life freaking thing. I mean, these things live 20, 30 years. So it's a lifer. And that's me and Emilio have a big keen on giving our attention to people who want to do this for the long run. You know what I mean? But as soon as we get energy from someone who wants to be a quick shortcut, Nah, dude, we're good. I ain't got time for that, man.
As you guys do. I have a question for you guys. So what's the goal, business-wise, percentage-wise, when it comes to geckos to ball pythons? Do you guys have a goal in mind? Where are you right now?
We don't have a goal in mind. Well, our goal obviously is to have it self-sustainable, where we don't, have to put any more, how do I say, investment dollars, new investment dollars that weren't already here. So far, we're attaining that goal. We're actually a few $100,000 into the business, but we're also 124 clutches in as far as 3 years. Our first year was 33. Second year was 43. Last year was 48.
48, yeah.
So
what I meant was, like, where do you want to be? Where do you want Flawless Exotics to be, production-wise, business-wise, when it comes to geckos and ball pythons?
Oh,
like,
we're
there's
there. There's no goal.
Okay.
We're
there's
not
separate entities.
Yeah.
That,
Okay,
and
they're
there's
separate.
Yes,
they're
they're
completely
definitely
separate.
They're two separate LLCs, and we watch so much, and we can still watch more, but we watch so much of the actual industry side of the hobby that we took notes, and we saw things that, obviously you see things that you would do differently, and then you see things that people do extremely well, and you take it and you make it yours.
You put your flavor on it.
Perfect example, Ozzy. Love what he does as far as the development of his collection. That's something that we practice. We purchased all of our infrastructure right from the very beginning. We literally had, racks that sat unplugged because, again, that's for the future plan, but we wanted to get all our infrastructure in-house first. So once we do hit our actual breeder size adults, max or capacity, we still are going to be practicing the same pretty much the philosophy on, we're working on improving some of our combos and some of the genes that we're working with. And you may, have a female 2-3 years, whatever it is for that project, but we'll end up graduating her out, moving her to someone who can use her in, or him in their collection, while we continue to build up. Right now, we're in that phase where we typically make our females and we buy our males. Our males typically end up being home run males for 2-3 years. At that point, we, depending on the project, we may sell that male, but 9 times out of 10, it's probably going to end up being a strong backup male for a year or two, until we can either, like I said, purchase something better or more powerful that's going to allow us to move forward. There's only a limited amount of projects that we are pretty far in where we can't even buy a male in that project. We literally have to make the male side. So that's kind of interesting to be at that point.
Kind of go back to your question about, that business entity versus the crested gecko entity. It's just that particular business entity, we have to look at it in a different way because it's a whole different ball game.
Yeah.
Crested geckos, the umbrella of business works the same. The marketing, the kind of the budgeting, somewhat of the same tactics. Crested geckos is far harder than ball pythons. But if you can sell crested geckos and be successful at that, you can come into the ball python world and do it as well. The market is just for every one crested gecko breeder, there's 1,000 ball python breeders.
Right.
So, or customers.
And customers and breeders.
Customers and breeders. So it's just they're just two very separate entities and how you have to attack it. Definitely. So the proportion of the crested gecko business versus the ball python, it has to be different, but it's 100% and 100% in its own right.
I'm glad I asked that because I think that's very good information for anyone out there that's doing it has an existing brand and something that's already solidified and slowly, the last 3 or 4 years, 5 years, you've been into ball pythons. That's
4 years
growing, and it's in comparison, it's a baby, right? So yeah, it makes full sense to have them separate.
Yeah, but they feed each other at the end of the day, which is great. I mean, I always try to advise, I always tell people, if you're coming into this and you love ball pythons, I would love another species while you're at it. You know what I mean? It ain't gonna hurt you to learn about something else and also keep your mind off ball pythons while they're doing their thing, because at the end of the day, you could start off strong, but they still got to grow. and you still got to wait for them to breed. And again, you got content, you got to put content out, and nothing brings a brand stronger when you have multiple species.
Yep.
But then again, you don't need 30, 40 species. You just got to find your bread and butter.
Don't
Man.
go crazy.
Don't go crazy.
Don't go crazy. But you do need to diversify.
Yeah.
Diversification. Yeah.
It's just like we said about social media being a thing, and it really wasn't 30 years ago. I mean, you didn't have to worry about social media 30 years ago. And you could have been totally fine just with ball pythons. And you can be totally fine now, but at the end of the day, the odds of you being just as excited working with only the ball pythons on year 1 compared to year 5. Come on now. I'm telling you, you're going to need something else to keep the motors running. Ask Emilio. Emilio's been doing this forever. He has colubrids now. He has chondros, and he geeks out over that shit. He's like a brand new keeper now. You know what I mean? And it only brings more substance to your brand.
Yo, work with what you love, and then
you gotta love it.
Expand your horizons if you can.
Yeah.
You know, it's beautiful. It makes you a better reptile keeper.
Yeah,
definitely.
All right, I got a wrap-up question, then we'll go with Emilio's wrap-up question. And for me, guys, what's the one powerhouse male you would buy right now if you could? Like, what's the one? And it's obviously got to be one you don't got yet. But what would be the one banger male if it was on Morph Market and the price was right? What would it be?
Banger male on Morph Market. I'm gonna have to go back to Monsoon. So Monsoon hypopod male. Ooh. Even with no codoms, I'm good. I can make some really crazy stuff with that right now.
What about you, Audra? You agree with that, or would you go with something different?
Mimic.
Hey, Mimic.
I'd have something with Mimic in it.
I don't see much out there either.
No, it's not. Yeah, it's like
he's waiting. He's waiting.
Yeah.
I'm waiting. I've been watching for a couple of years.
Yeah.
Since he first posted it the very first time and didn't even say anything about it. Like it was just like, we're still working with this. Da, 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 da. I was like, that's it. I like it.
There's never been anything like this before.
Yeah.
Ever.
That's a special gene right there, bro. It really is. All right, Big E, what you got for him?
It's simple for me, man. In the next 3 to 5 years, what's that for both of you? It could be a different answer. What's that number one combo you want to hit? Like hands down.
Hands down. Super Inchy, Super Orange Stream, Ultra Male Hypopod. That's my number one. That's what I want.
Audra, what about you?
Gosh, I don't know. See, I'm so ADHD. Like
you like them all.
I'm like,
what comes to mind?
Yeah, I like them all. And I'm funny because I've always said like my favorite gene, and it always has been, and I think it always will, because it's not because it's groundbreaking or anything like that, but just because it was the first one that I just like really liked, and there's just something about it that is attractive to me, and that's GHI. I like GHI. Ooh. I've always been a GHI. We have a boy that actually it's crazy because it doesn't have any recessives in it, but it's a pastel neon GHI boy. And I'm trying to figure out what I want to do with it. So
yeah, we're working the neon gene.
And then, he wasn't really into sunset, but I've pulled some sunset. Like that's sort of my pet project. So I'm going to work my sunset stuff into some things. So I'm not sure where I want to go.
Okay. Dang, I like it. Man, you guys got different goals, and I love it. This is
we
awesome.
do. We're so different. We're so different. Yet when we talk about these things, it has to make sense.
Yeah.
So even if I like something or he likes something, we have to also, talk about the logistics and the infrastructure, how that's going to work, how we're going to be dealing with that. Because we also have two genes that, are just now really we're starting to work and actually advance the project. Some that's like toxic and our chainsaw gene that we're playing with. So it's that.
Did you say chainsaw?
Chainsaw, yeah.
Ooh, is that a dinker project you guys are working, or what's chainsaw?
Yeah.
You guys, you named that? That's your guys' name?
Yeah, we haven't sold any of it. We're just kind of working with it, and we're seeing some very interesting stuff with it. So we just kind of plugging along, doing the work, and just holding things back.
It really does. It looks like That's the reason it looks like a chainsaw pattern.
You don't have any on. You don't have any on your morph market for $10,000 right now.
No.
Dude,
That's smart.
that name is sick.
That's a sick name too. I'll tell you that. Damn, I love it. Well, that was a cool surprise at the end of this episode. Holy cow!
No, when you hit
He's
your
probably
first
like,
real good,
don't
when
say
you hit your
nothing.
first real good combo, you're gonna have to come out with some horror shit with that chainsaw. Okay.
Well, what's that? Well, like this is like maybe a super form or whatever. It would be the Chainsaw Massacre.
Oh,
Yeah.
damn. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
that'd be
Leatherface.
awesome.
That would
Yeah.
be
That'd be
sick.
cool.
Oh my god! And once you visually come out with it, then you're gonna have to come back on the show. We got to talk about it. So
Let's do it.
We will.
Let's do it.
Absolutely.
this is a great episode. Hey guys, we got hot seat questions before we let you go. Okay. I can't remember if we did them back then, but I mean it's been so
I think
long.
we did.
I think we did. I don't do well with these though, MJ.
You're all right. No, dude, you're gonna be easy with mine. Emilio's the tough one, okay? So mine are straightforward. Emilio's good luck. All right. And so, all right, guys, hot seat questions for Will and Audra. You guys know the deal. The quicker the better, and you can't look at each other for answers. It's just whatever.
Oh god.
All right. All right, we go. Hot seat questions. Here we go. A cut or no cut?
Cut.
Cut.
First thing you would feed a baby ball python.
Pup.
Cut.
Yellow baby chondro or red baby chondro?
Red.
Yellow.
Baby.
Yellow.
God bless Audra. Okay. Yay imports or boo imports?
Yay. Imports.
Yeah.
To spray or mist a ball python or to never spray and mist a ball python?
Spray and miss.
Yeah.
Oh.
It kind of depends. Mhm.
So is that a yes or no, Audra? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Favorite incomplete dominant?
Stranger.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know. Why'd you do that to me? See?
GHI,
I have no idea. I have no idea. GHI. Yeah, GHI.
We'll go with GHI. Okay. Steak or fish?
Snake.
No, steak or fish?
Steak.
Steak. What about you, Audra?
Probably salmon.
Yeah, so fish.
All right.
I love that damn
I
salmon.
love salmon.
Favorite genre of music?
Trap music.
Oh,
I'm
damn.
all.
do you
Yeah. Oh my god,
Trap all day.
it's horrible. Like, and I even like some. Like, I like some
trapping
trap
out
music,
the facility.
but it gets on my nerves. Oh my god, it gets on our kids' nerves. That's how bad it is. Like,
I used to play it in a police car too, though.
Yeah,
I used to play
but I
trap
mean,
music
I
all day.
played some of it. Like, I had this one song I loved. It was called "Pure Cocaine," and it was the best song. Like rolling around and like would play Pop Smoke and all that. But he plays this like ignorant crap, and I'm just like, I can't handle it. I cannot handle
That's
it.
me all day.
It irritates my soul. Maybe it's
All
from
right.
getting old.
Kids,
Yeah.
if you're listening, kids, cocaine ruins everything. Just so you know. All right. All
Yeah.
right, here we go. All right, little word association. Say the first thing to come to mind. Milk.
Breasts.
Oh,
I think I said that the last time. I said
Did you?
titties.
Oh God.
I said titties.
you can say titties again. It's all good.
Yeah.
Stuck shed.
Soak.
Mm-hmm. So yeah,
Morph market.
Darian.
He's gonna love that answer.
He's gonna love that answer. Wait, you gotta say something, Will.
Business.
All right. Least favorite recessive.
Butter.
Yeah.
Butter ain't a recessive, G.
Oh, shit. Excessive. Actually,
You said one
clown.
second, Gene. Yeah.
What'd you say?
Clown.
Clown. Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, I stand on it. You're good.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't really have one.
Albino.
No.
No. She actually likes albino.
Yeah, I like albino. In
right.
certain things, yeah.
All right. Last but not least, and then Emilio's turn. And you can't cheat. You have to say the first thing you come to mind. Coolest reptile network in the world.
Try talk.
There it is. All right, Big E, what you got for him?
Hey,
Uh-oh.
I
Bring it.
want each of you to kind of do the
Uh-oh.
drink champ thing and pick one or the
Pick a
other.
drink.
Sadly, we don't take shots here. We can't pick both. That's the rules.
That's key.
All right, bet.
You know?
Drink
All right.
it.
Hypo or DG?
Hypo.
Hypo.
Agreed.
Mhm.
TG Pied or DG Exanthic Pied?
DG Pod.
Exanthic Pied.
DG Exanthic Pied over TG Pied?
Mhm.
True Ghost Pied?
True Ghost Pod, I guess. Yeah, True Ghost
No,
Pod.
I mean, I'm just asking you guys. I'm
That's
just
cool. That's
making
cool.
sure you understood what I said, TG Pied. All right. This one isn't hard, but it might be hard. Hurricane or monsoon?
Ugh.
Monsoon.
Yeah, monsoon. And
All
I
right,
like
here
hurricane.
we got one that I made a little complicated, all right? Because again, I asked you guys questions on purpose earlier in the week or Sunday. Stranger or Wookiee?
Wookiee. Wookiee all day.
I'm strange all day,
Yeah.
but yeah, I like Wookiee.
I love Wookiee.
All right, now since I know you guys love GHI,
Oh,
how
I do.
about comparing your answer to GHI?
I don't know. I've got to. I need to put them together.
You need to put them together.
I need to put
Hey,
them
I
together.
need to see it.
that's why these hot seats are so hard.
Yeah,
You know?
I gotta put them together,
I
man.
need to see them.
GHI just with a dark.
You're doing the
jeans,
both.
like-
You're doing the both on me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the both. That's what she's
Man,
doing.
I have
She's
to.
like,
I have
just
to.
have
I'm gonna let you. Okay.
Here's
All
my
right.
here's my no sugar tea.
All right.
Mm.
Again, these are some of your favorites. Okay, Stranger, Acid Clown, or Kraken.
Mm.
I'm gonna do a Stranger Acid Clown, actually.
Yeah, Stranger Acid Clown.
Damn.
I love Stranger Acid Clown too. I'm with you.
Mm.
I like acid.
All right, Spot Nose, Yellow Belly Confusion, DG Exanthic Clown, or DG Pompeii.
DG Pompeii.
Pompeii.
Really?
Yeah, I like
I love
Pompeii.
DG Pompeii.
Look,
DG
Are you guys
Pompeii.
Exanthic lovers?
I like Exanthic.
I like it. I'm not a lover, but I
Alright.
like it.
All right, I get
Yeah.
it. All right,
Yeah.
Pied or Clown?
Pod.
All right, Clown or Puzzle?
Puzzle.
Puzzle.
They don't like clowns.
I like your answers.
Yeah, they're solid.
All right,
I like puzzle.
now let's get into some music. And then,
Uh-oh.
first,
Get
before
it.
we get there, Chondros or Emeralds?
Oh,
Chondros or
the
emeralds?
green tree.
I guess chondros.
Yeah, Chondros.
There you
I'm
go.
with you there too. MJ
Yeah.
knows that. DMX or Tupac?
Pop.
Hawk.
Yeah, I love that answer. I love DMX, but Pac, come
yeah,
on.
but DMX had the longevity, man. You know. But
True.
Yeah,
Kendrick or Drake?
Kendrick.
Oh God, I'd take the drink. Neither.
Kendrick all the
Damn.
way.
Take a drink.
Kendrick?
I'll take a drink of
I
Will.
can't stand
I
Drake.
have to ask you
Kendrick?
guys.
I
Can
can't stand
you
Drake.
guys still listen to Drake's music and take him serious after what Kendrick?
No,
No.
no, not
I
even a little
cannot.
bit. I
I
can't.
cannot.
No.
I
But
haven't-
Kendrick, I feel like I'm in school and my head hurts.
Hey, Kendrick assassin. I'm sorry.
That's because he
Kendrick
listens to
assassinated-
the ignorant stuff. That's because he listens to stuff that kills brain cells.
Hey, Kendrick assassinated Drake.
Yeah, big time.
I'm gonna need the clip note.
Honey,
Yeah.
he assassinated the whole halftime show. Man, that was good.
Yeah.
I'll take ASAP Rocky over both those dudes all day.
Yeah.
He's,
Okay.
Is that it?
he's underground.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
Is that it?
I enjoyed getting to know you guys better, man. This was a great episode.
Yeah, this is great, man. 2 hours flew by quick. Again, man, you guys keep doing your thing. It's definitely your work. Your hard work is not unnoticed. I'll tell you that much right now, man. So,
Thank you.
yeah, I'm sure you guys will be at Bob Vu show, or what's the next show you guys will be at? Okay.
It'll be Bob,
We're at Tinley and then Bob and
Bob,
then Daytona.
and then Daytona. Yeah.
Okay. I can't make Tinley in June, but I'll be at Bob's in August, and then I'll be at Tinley in October. So I'll see you guys at Bob's. And Emilio's vending too, so he'll be there as well.
Or I'll see you guys.
It'll be a good time, man. If anybody wants to reach out to you or get information, where's the best place people can hit you up at?
Oh, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook. If you want Flawless Crested Geckos, info at flawlesscrestedgeckos.com, flawlesscrestedgeckos.com. Best place to reach us for Flawless Exotic Creations is Instagram or just commenting in the YouTube.
As well as MORPHMARKET.
MORPHMARKET, yeah.
And Google. If you put in Google, it
Yeah.
populates.
It'll have our link too. So, yeah.
I'll put all those links in the description below, guys. Go give them a follow. One of the best couples doing it in the game right now. So do me a favor, give it up. It's a wrap for Audra and Will, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Yes.
Hey,
Good job, guys.
try to get some rest. All right.
Oh yeah, definitely. Here we go. Try.
Absolutely.
Have a good night, guys. Thank you for coming by. Appreciate it.
All right, later.
Thank you. Bye.
Great episode, man. Those guys are
Great.
awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love it how they're, you know, they're both in it together, but they got their own train of thoughts. You know what I mean? Their own thinking on it. So
Yeah, couples like that are unstoppable.
big time. Yeah, I was thinking, I'm like, damn, okay, if Lily wants to quit her job, what do I got to do to convince her to care about ball pythons where she could go on Morph Market and find the right projects and I don't have to worry about it? That would be sick. But also I'll be like, damn, what if she's into spider and shit like that? Fuck, where we go? I don't know. I got some grooming to do, but yeah, Biggie, not gonna lie, man, this was a great show. I know you feel the same. Get some rest, big dog. You know what I mean? Hope your little cold goes away by tomorrow.
Thanks.
Props on you on hitting the gym either way. You know what I mean?
Third.
We always show up. That's what it's all about. Guys, please go subscribe. Building Arena Reptiles on IG. Go join us Patreon. Find the link in the description below and get ready for next Monday. But give it up. It's a wrap for Big E, Top G, ladies and gentlemen. Oh yeah,
Good night,
you
guys.
You had no Big E for 2 weeks. Damn.
No. Hold up. I'm still here next week.
Oh, okay. The week after that.
Yeah, it's the next after that. Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, sweet. All right, we'll see Big E next week then.
All right, man.
Have a good night. Peace. Oh man, good episode. Shout out to Will and Audra, killing it. I'm looking forward to seeing them here this year. And yeah, guys, go give them a follow, please. Go give them that support. And what a great episode. I think I learned a lot myself too. Stranger, super stranger. I'm about to go do some pairings right now. I'm not gonna lie. Super stranger shit sounds really, really cool. So, but yeah, guys, tomorrow, All in the Bush Tuesday going down with Alex Warren. And Sal, the homie Sal, and then I think we're gonna do a triple header on Thursday. That's right. I think I'm gonna drop 3 episodes on Thursday. I'm debating whether to publicly release the live I'm doing with John Irby and Dave D later on that Thursday. I don't know how the algorithm works with YouTube if you put out that many videos in one day. I mean, I'm down to do it, but I also don't want to shoot myself in the foot, but we'll see. But either way, if you want exclusive content to all the stuff that I have going before it hits YouTube, early release stuff, Morph Market vlogs, then go join my the Patreon family, Trap Talk Patreon family, and you can get all exclusive stuff there. All right, so appreciate the love and support, guys. Have a good night. That's all we have on this episode, but episode 778 in the books. Quick word from the sponsors. I'll see you tomorrow and I'm out. Just sorry for the interruption, folks, but a quick word from our sponsors. Shout out to tonight's sponsor brought to you by ZooMed.
ZooMed is proud to be supporting the Trap Talk Reptile Network. At ZooMed, reptiles are our passion. For over 48 years, we've been creating premium foods, supplies, and habitats for reptiles and other exotic animals. We're a company made up of hobbyists that test our products on the hundreds of animals that we care for here every single day. Whether you're an established breeder or a first-time hobbyist picking up your first ball python, ZooMed has you covered with everything you need to keep your animals happy and healthy.
I'm excited to talk about this new product with ZooMed called the Slither Sense. It is a remote temperature and humidifying monitoring system, which we all know how important temperature and humidity is to your reptile. And for you to have remote access to your temperature and your humidity in your reptile room could really, really be a game changer for the longevity of you keeping reptiles. So guys, make sure you check out that product. Find the link in the description below. Click on it right now. Give me your feedback in the comments below. Let me know how you're liking a brand new ZooMed product. If you're in front of the line, cutting edge, high-end ball python projects, you don't want to miss this. Shout out to Teresa and shout out to Devin over at PRAGUE MORPHs, the heaviest hitters out of Europe, currently in the ball python game. If you're into the double, triple recessives such as puzzle, hypo, and other amazing recessive, incomplete, dominant projects, and make sure you head over to PRAGUE MORPHs right now on Instagram. Check them out on YouTube. You can find all the links in the description below and many more updates with RGI and PRAGUE MORPHs to come. So again, thank you so much, Devin and Teresa over at PRAGUE MORPHs. Cannot wait for many more collaborations. Shout out to tonight's sponsor, and that is Jersey Guys Balls, father-son duo who are just slaying it in the ball python game. If you're into Sunset, if you're into Monsoon, if you're into Puzzle, this is the page you should be following on Instagram right now. Jersey Guys Balls are invested in some of the highest and most exciting projects in the ball python game today, such as Tornado and many other genes like Cosmos. So again, make sure you go check them out on Instagram. You can also follow them on YouTube, and definitely go give them a follow on Morph Market. You can find all the links in the description below. And again, thank you so much, Brett, and thank you, John, over at Jersey Guys Balls. Shout out to tonight's sponsor, and that is Clutch, the #1 organization app in the ball python game today. Also, tonight's episode is brought to you by KINOVA Reptiles, the biggest world industry leading ball python company in the hobby, in the industry. So excited to announce this partnership with Clutch and KINOVA Reptiles. No name that needs an introduction. As you guys already know, if you're looking to invest with the best, KINOVA Reptiles is the way to go. And again, if you want to be organized, if you want to be ahead of the game, there's no better organization app in the ball python game than Clutch. Thank you so much to the entire Clutch team. Thank you so much, KINOVA and the entire KINOVA Reptile team. Please continue to keep doing what you're doing. Nothing but inspiration, nothing but excitement coming from KINOVA Reptiles and Clutch. And I'm excited to have more information to announce to you guys here in 2026. Thank you so much, Clutch and KINOVA Reptiles. Shout out to tonight's sponsor, and that is Jersey Guys Balls, father-son duo who are just slaying it in the ball python game. If you're into Sunset, if you're into Monsoon, if you're into Puzzle, this is the page you should be following on Instagram right now. Jersey Guys Balls are invested in some of the highest and most exciting projects in the ball python game today, such as Tornado and many other genes like Cosmos. So again, make sure you go check them out on Instagram. You can also follow them on YouTube, and definitely go give them a follow on MORPH Market. You can find all the links in the description below. And again, thank you so much, Brett, and thank you, John, over at Jersey Guys Balls. Shout out to tonight's sponsor, and that's the one and only MORPH Market and MORPH Market Shipping. One of the biggest exciting things about the reptile hobby over the past couple years is MORPH Market Shipping taking everything to the next level. Anything as far as reptile purchasing or selling needs can all be done on MORPH Market's website. So I highly suggest you go check it out, especially if you're in the market of purchasing your first, second, or third, or fourth reptile. You can find a bunch of legitimate breeders on MORPH Market's platforms. They stand very tall on representing the best breeders we have in the hobby. So don't look anywhere else when it comes to looking for your new reptile. Not to mention, if you're looking for aquatics or your next plant, MORPH Market's a spot for you as well. Make sure you head over to morphmarket.com. And the best thing about MORPH Market's platform, you could ship directly from their website with MORPH Market Shipping. MORPH Market Shipping has saved this hobby millions of dollars as a whole. I myself saved thousands with MORPH Market Shipping last year due to their insanely cheap rates. So definitely go take advantage of these rates on top of the amazing customer service that comes along with MORPH Market Shipping. Shout out to Darian and Zach, and shout out to the entire MORPH Market team. So proud to be a part of this team. Thank you so much for MORPH Market Shipping and MORPH Market, and so excited to announce new MORPH Market features that are going to be hitting the reptile hobby real soon, like live sales on MORPH Market. Thank you so much, MORPH Market and MORPH Market Shipping. Thank you for all the fellow support. Thank you so much for anyone who watches the Trap Talk Reptile Network. Hit that like button. If you hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, you'll be notified of every new episode dropping here out of the network 7 days a week. And also by hitting that like button, hitting that subscribe button, it pushes this network out to other new keepers coming into the hobby. So by you doing that, it does more than you think. So thank you so much again for all the support. And if you're not already a subscriber, please hit that subscribe button. We're doing big things over here, and we really appreciate it.